God, this is the question that I got asked a lot. Oh my God, I was not expecting that. See? I've been sneak peeking this, I'm just gonna tell you. And I think a lot of creators don't really talk about this. I have always felt so weird if I'm being 100% vulnerable. All right, we're rolling. Hello, you guys, welcome to a brand new video. So listen, I don't know about you, but there's something kind of conceited to me about these types of videos. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel uncomfortable, but I really enjoy watching them. And I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me anything and you guys came through. Maybe it's all in my head, or maybe it's not. Maybe this is really conceited because this whole video is about me, you know? It's a little weird. I'm so excited to hang out with you. I've been doing a lot of these on TikTok and it's been so fun. I feel so connected to you over there. And I'm like, why have I not done like a little get ready with me with my YouTube girls? I have to admit, I did mess up. I messed up. I asked you guys on my Instagram. Little do I know that you only have 48 hours to view those replies and they're all gone. I cannot view them at all. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of recap and recall what was going on. It's been a long time since we do this little like girl chat, so I'm really excited to connect with you. I have myself some gratitude tea right here. Just wait. You just wait. I've been sharing on Instagram a little bit about this. You just wait, girl. This is an Offline Humans product that's coming very soon. I'm so excited. Actual fruit in here. You can make it icy, you can make it hot. Perfect for summer. Okay, we start with life updates. Can I even multitask and do all of this? I feel like I'm not ready to show you these armpits. So we're gonna start with the makeup. We'll just get the hair out of the way for now. And yeah, grab yourself a drink. We're gonna chit chat. It's gonna be a good time. Okay, let's get it. No, comment below. Do you like these? Do you not? Be honest with me. I just wanna know what you like. I'm feeling a little distant from you. Let me put you in the front. All right, where do we even begin? We have a lot to update each other on. Start off with last week I turned 30 years old. Wow. I shared with you guys how nerve-wracking that was. It just feels like a different time in my life. It really feels like a milestone. It also just feels like so crazy to grow up and just to live another year of life. I know that sounds a bit morbid, but I just feel like my 20s, they didn't fly by, but damn, like I did a lot. I was talking to my mom about this. I was like, girl, I'm so sad. She's like, it's okay. Like you've accomplished so much. Call her Linda. I was like, no, Linda, it's not really about that. It's the fact that like I already did a lot of things. Like I hit a lot of milestones. I went to college. I got engaged. I bought my first house. I got married, like all of the stuff. And so I just felt a bit nostalgic. And I'm also like, I just know that next chapter in life is having kids and I'm just so worried for that. I'm pretty traumatized, first of all, from like my sister's experience. Even though Eloise is here, by the way, like we have a niece. I have a niece. I'm so excited, but it's just traumatic. Losing someone is very traumatic. Losing a baby, like a newborn baby that was here and lived, and that was just a whole thing. Sometimes I find myself like grief is such an interesting thing. It just comes out of nowhere. You know, sometimes I'll be okay. I could talk about it. I could actually speak on it now. And sometimes I just can't. So it's very... It's just a weird mix of emotions. My sister's doing well. She's really happy. She has her baby. And I definitely feel like a part of our hearts have been healed. Oh, oh my God, I was not expecting that. See? I need tissues. 1 second. All right, girl. This is girl chat after all, right? Yeah, like... I don't know. What do you even say about this? So anyways, my 30s, I fear getting pregnant. I fear not being able to get pregnant. I don't know, Dennis and I have never tried, you know? I fear pregnancy and I want to get over that fear because I used to see pregnancy as such a beautiful thing. And now I'm just so afraid of it. And yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like that's just my next like challenge in life to get over and to be excited about. And I see my parents getting older and I don't know, I want them to experience my kids as well. So it's a lot of pressure. If you're in your 30s, I'm literally one of the last cousins to like not have kids. So it's a lot of pressure. Don't worry, like I would never do anything just for the hell of like pressure. Like I'm not that kind of person. It's okay. I'm gonna do things when it's right for me and my husband and my family. Yeah, it's like, girl, you're getting up there, you know? And I talk about this on the podcast, how I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna feel like a teen mom when I have my baby, when I get pregnant. Because yeah, I could have my life together in many ways, but motherhood is just something, it's totally different. I don't know if I'm ready for that, to be honest. I don't know if I ever will be. All my friends are like, you are never ready for that. So who knows, girl? I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like. That was the first order of business. Okay, the second thing is, you guys might have seen, I posted a little mini vlog on Shorts or on TikTok, wherever you follow me, that Dennis got me tickets to Japan. Nihon. I will be going to Nihon very soon and I'm so excited. Oh my god, can you imagine all the fun vlogs we're gonna do? It's just gonna be such a great time. It has been my dream to go to Japan. I love the culture, I love the language, I love it, and I'm so excited. So that is happening very soon. I can't wait to take you along with me, and just like, please, any recommendations that you have, let me know. We're going to Tokyo, we might hit up Kyoto, we might hit up, love to go to Osaka. So I'm very excited. God, it's even harder to come up with the questions that like, I kind of skimmed through some of the questions and I cannot remember. Another question I got asked a lot is if I've been Bible studying, like how my relationship is with God. Girl, it has not been it. Let me just tell you. I don't feel like I have community in my life, if I'm honest with you. I don't feel like I have like a church group or like girls that keep me accountable. I don't have like a Bible study group that I attend, which I love Bible study. When I was doing it, I tried my best to find some and it was just too far for me. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I get a lot of anxiety while driving. It's kind of bad. I'm trying to get over it. I feel like I've been a passenger princess for way too long, you know? I've been spoiled, what can I say? So no, I haven't put in effort. Honestly, I feel like I'm really slacking and it's something that's definitely missing in my life. So hoping to get back into it. And that should be a thing. God, I feel like this is so much harder to just like remember what the questions were. Another question I got asked a lot was, what's next for me? Like, what are my goals? You know, what are my aspirations? And I'm about to hit 10 years on YouTube. It's been such a ride. It's so crazy. We actually also on the podcast, we reacted to like my old videos. Oh, it's one of my favorite episodes, I think. I will link it below in case you haven't watched it. I don't know how to nose contour. Whatever. I've seen this. I don't know what I'm doing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it's been like 10 years. I'm about to hit 10 years on my YouTube. Okay. It's been a ride, you guys. It's been a ride. I've been having so much more fun with just like the vlogs and just like integrating you casually into my life. I feel like the scripted content, like I did that, you know? Like I don't have to do that. Like I can just relax. I'm currently working on a lot of things behind the scenes for Offline Humans. And I just posted on stories today. I was like, thank you guys so much for being so patient with me because I know I've been asking you about, I've been focus grouping you, if that makes sense, for a bit about what journals do you like? What's this? What's that? And I'm definitely a perfectionist. So I feel like Dennis was telling me the other day, he's like, girl, we just got to get it going. It's only me and him who are working on this. And I say that for perspective so that you know, like, we're a very small team. You know, if you ever write to us about any customer service stuff, like it's us. Like you're talking to us. If you DM us, you're talking to us. We do a lot already. We run the podcast, we run this channel, you know, we have like other investments and stuff like that. So we do a lot as a couple, which is why date nights, girl, are so important because you can't just work with your significant other. You know, you have to continue to date each other. Anyways, long story short, things are coming. I've been sneak peeking this. I'm just gonna tell you, we're doing tea. We're doing tea and I'm so proud of this. We're also doing the journal. Don't worry, we're doing the journal. So proud of this because there's nothing like this here. This is real fruit. This is from Colombia, baby. There is passion fruit, pineapple, mango. What else do we have in here? This is tamarillo. We got exotic with chill. Orange. You can have it hot, you can have it cold. I'm just so excited about this. But the reason I mentioned that it's only us two, and I think a lot of creators don't really talk about this. I've seen a lot of my friends get screwed over by agencies, by managers, people who don't give a fuck. Like, let's just be honest. They don't care. I'm sorry for my language, but it's just like, it really irks me. I'm not here for a quick buck. I'm very cautious with saying stuff like this, but like I've made my money. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I do this because I love it. I show up because I love it. Like this is still my creative outlet. This is still what I love to do. So that's why I do it. I've only in my whole lifetime on social media, I've only done one collaboration and that was with Impress Nails. You guys know. Like I am obsessed. Seeing a lot of my creator friends just like get screwed over, girl. Like work so hard. I say screwed over, it's like your audience gets screwed over. Needless to say, Dennis and I decided to do this on our own. We have the money to do it. We have the audience. Like we can do this by ourselves. It's a very like big girl move and I feel very big girl sometimes, like making these calls, connecting and doing business stuff and like all the stuff. But that is what I want to do. This is like This is my baby, and I have always felt so weird, if I'm being 100% vulnerable with you and just like honest, I have always felt so weird asking you for money. Like even with the journal, I don't know if you knew, but I used to do like a bunch of worksheets for free, okay? Girl, we got so many downloads, like over 500,000 downloads on those worksheets. And people would always ask me like, why are you not charging for that? And I have always just been like, I want to give my audience value. Like, why would I really charge for something like that? I still stand by that. The way that everything has changed, YouTube is not my primary source of income, if that makes sense anymore. I'm evolving into product and things that I really love, but it's not easy for me, and it's not easy for me to be like, somebody buy this for me, and like, is it valuable? That's all that I really care about. Like, what's it gonna do for you? So with the journal, for example, I was not comfortable just getting a bland ass journal. You know what I mean? I wasn't comfortable with just selling you a journal just because I've always journaled and I have a big journaling community. Like, I'm not comfortable with that. So for me, I created a system for myself, the Best Me Journal, to help me with my ADHD, to help me with my life, to plan, to not get so overwhelmed. And that to me was valuable. And so I finally was like, okay, fine, I'll sell it. Like, I won't just give it for free. And the response was amazing. And I feel so grateful. And you guys are so excited for like the physical, and I'm excited, trust me. I will tell you this, the physical is not where I want it to be. I am not able to get it there yet, but it's wonderful and it will work. It will serve its purpose. But down the line, like, I want to do something bigger with it. And I can't tell you everything because I also, you know, yeah, that's one thing I've learned is like, you can't speak too soon. And I think I spoke too soon when it came to like the journals. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing things my way. I want to ask you guys about what you think. And I also just like care about like, do you like this more? Do you like that? So I've been doing a lot of that. You might've seen over the year and you're like, girl, come on. Like, where's the damn journal? And I'm like, I got you, don't worry. Basically, think sometime in the summer. Really, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I just gotta make it happen. So that's been going on. My favorite part is eating the fruit. What other questions did I get? Oh my God, see, this is the problem. Remember, I'm just trying to give you like life updates, spill the beans, you know, like tell me how I'm still trying to understand Instagram. It wasn't until a year ago that I was like, wait, people can mention you? I've been missing all of them. I've been missing all the mentions. I've kind of been avoiding this one. I'm not gonna lie. I've been avoiding it because I never gave you the full backstory onto what happened, and it makes me really, really sad. You guys know the dogs that I posted on my story. I posted on my feed and I was like welcoming my 2 new girls. I was so excited for it. So basically here's what went down, okay? Because they're no longer my girls. It's a very sad story, but it's okay. So basically, Dennis and I were in Colombia. We were trying to do some investment stuff, right? And we're like, okay, we really want to buy a beautiful piece of land here that feels touristic. We basically were buying somebody else's business. And this place was, think of it like a resort, basically. Not like a big resort, a very like humble looking resort, not like crazy. It was a huge place with lots of like fruit trees and free range like chickens and animals. It wasn't a farm. It sounds like it was a farm, but it's actually like a hotel. With this place, lady, because I don't know what it is. I feel like Colombia, people don't really see dogs as like their companions. It's kind of weird. It's just this weird thing. And so there was 2 dogs that lived on the property. When the lady was about to sell us the place, she was going to just give the dogs away, even rehome them. Just literally like, who wants these dogs? These dogs have lived in this property their whole life. It's a gorgeous property. They run everywhere. Oh my God, did I mention there's an actual bosque? Yeah, I guess a bosque is a forest, right? There's an actual bosque with a quebradita. Quebradita is like a little river. You can just imagine, these dogs live so happily, which by the way, there's panthers there. Like, this place was gorgeous, okay? I'm trying to paint you the visual. So I was like, hey, why are you gonna rehome the dogs? Please, like, I will adopt the dogs. Obviously, I'm not gonna be living here, but I'm gonna be traveling here often. I'm happy to give money for their food and like their care. There's always somebody on the property. What do you call it? Mayordomo. Mayordomo would be there taking care of the girlies. So basically, yeah, I adopted the dogs, and it was such a beautiful moment because she really cared about the dogs, but they weren't really her dogs. Again, like, these dogs are very like free. They're out in the open. It's magical the way that they live, truly. We both cried. Like, I adopted the dogs. Like everybody cried, cheered me on. It's so interesting because in Colombia, business is done so differently. Like that's one thing. Culture is just such a fascinating thing. It really surprised me. I'll get to the dogs for a second, but it really surprised me how Colombia, like you sit down, you talk to the person, you don't get right into the business. You know, whereas here I feel like, okay, we're on the clock, cool, like we said we're gonna close at 1, let's get into it, like let's talk about the specifics. But no, in Colombia it's like very homey, like let's get to know each other. How's your life? How's your family? You want a little bit of coffee? You want a little bit of lunch, dinner? Like we were there the whole day, you know. And then at the very end we were like, all right, let's talk business. Long story short, there was a lot of discrepancies that were not really spoken about, and the business all in all did not make sense. And so basically the dogs were no longer mine, and that is what happened. And I was so sad because I really felt this incredible connection with my girls. So yeah, those girlies are not mine. It broke my heart because I really did want to see them like every single time, and it was just such a beautiful place. But again, that's what happens when you speak too soon on things, you know? Honestly, it was so interesting because the business was pretty much like set and done. Like we shook hands on it, pretty much ready. And then that's what I'm saying. It's so different to do business in Colombia than to do it here. Because it's almost like you shake on it and okay, cool, everything is good. But then you find out the details and it's like, wait a second, everything's not really that good. So sad. I hope that they're in good hands, and that's that. This year, I really want to be more involved. And when I say that, it's like I want to go more to events. I want to do more traveling, which is a very difficult thing for me to say because I'm very much a routine girl. Like I just love my house. I love being here. Honestly, you have to kind of drag me out of this place. Like I like going to the gym. I like knowing where to drive. Like I like the same restaurants. Like I'm just that's just who I am. This year, I really want to travel more. I want to go, like I said, to Japan. I also want to visit my cousin in Brazil. Why not, right? Brazil sounds like a really fun time. I'm also going to be going to Colombia. I'm so excited. We're going to Cartagena. We're going to Medellin. We're going to a wedding. It's going to be a really great time. Where else do I want to go? I really wanted to take my mom to Mexico. I think that would have been so wonderful. She told me she wanted to go to the Dominican Republic. So I was like, okay, girl. So I just want to take more trips, make more memories. Like that's what life is all about. Now I think about again the next phase in my life, and like sometime in the next few years I'm gonna have kids. Not saying that you can't travel with kids, but girl, like, you know, it's more convenient for me. So let's just get a lot of traveling done now. I also just want to say yes to more like opportunities. And when I say opportunities, I mean like just fun events. Like sometimes, like for example, I got invited to a Juanes concert and I said no. All right, what? I got invited to a Sofia Vergara, like her freaking house, and I said no. Like, who do I think I am? You know, like, why am I like that? No, like, let's make more memories. Let's meet more people. Like, let's just have fun. No, I think it's time. It's time for me to loosen up. My favorite hairstyle that I have been doing recently. It's so fun. Honestly, I need you guys to ask me more questions. Like I need to do a part 2. Just ask me down below so that I don't have to worry about Instagram leaving all the questions behind. I'm really sad about that. There were some really good questions in there. Not the best to eat right after lip gloss. But I have to. Oh God. Okay, this is the question that I got asked a lot. And it kind of feels like somebody's pointing a gun to my head. It's really like, I want to give you the best answer, but I don't know if I can. And it's, what advice would I give my younger self? Like my younger self, my little girl, Natalie. You know, I think about my younger self a lot, actually. I send her a lot of love, and I feel like I really care about her. You know, oh my God, I just burned myself. The heating iron was on. Oh my God, girl. I'll tell you a little bit about her. Pre-YouTube. Younger Natalie was a very shy girl. Very shy. Also, can I just say, there's something so awkward about showing your armpits on camera. I've been really considering getting laser just because my skin is so sensitive under there and I have to shave like every other day. I got laser on my legs. Best decision of my life. I also started it on my bikini area. Also a great decision, but it is so painful. I will never do it again. I'm still a very shy girl. Always very creative, always very like imaginative and in my own world. And I also feel like she worried a lot. I've always been an overthinker, a worrier. One of the things that would literally keep me up at night is, what the heck am I gonna do with my life? Like I remember so much being in high school and really just not understanding. What am I good at? What would I want to do for the rest of my life? I don't even know. Like I had all of these doubts. It would seriously just keep me up at night. It was really bad. What I would tell Natalie, it's so crazy, but like I always loved YouTube. Like that's all I would do. It's so wild. Like I'd come home from school, I'd watch content. I felt like these girls were my best friends. It took me like 2 years to actually get going. Like I would pray about it. I was like, God, should I do this? Like so cute and lame at the same time. I know, it's very lame. But I was just like worried. I don't know. I was worried about what people would think of me. I was worried about like, what would my parents think? Like my dad literally was so strict. He would never even let me have social media. So I was just afraid. Which, by the way, when they found out that I did what I did, they were so proud of me, which was one of the best reactions probably ever. This bun is not giving today, but we'll just have to work with it. So I would tell Natalie, this is really cheesy, but like do what you love. Like really. Just, it's okay if that's what you want to do. It's okay if you want to record yourself in your room. It's a little weird, but that's okay. Imagine if I hadn't done this. Imagine if I hadn't just gone for it. My life would be so different. Like even yesterday, just looking at the on the podcast, we were just like reacting to old videos over the last 10 years. And it's like, I did so much. I went through so many different phases. And you know what? It's so weird to say. Once I did it, I didn't really care what people had to say. Like I was just proud of my work. I was having a great time. I was doing what I loved. And I would always go with this one quote. I used to have it like all over my room. Don't quit your daydream. Because I hated so much what I was doing. I hated going to school. I was in school for business and marketing. Like I hated accounting because you have to take those classes when you do business and marketing. I hated economics. Actually, no, economics was kind of fun, but give me math and like I instantly want to cry. I felt caged. That's what I felt like. I was like, why do I have to follow this curriculum? Like I love reading, but I don't want to read these books. I will say school taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about discipline, and especially the last class I took in school. I took this class called Professional Selling Program. Oh my God, that class taught me everything. So I would tell her that, don't quit your daydream. And then the other thing that I would tell her is Miss Kris Jenner actually said this in a room full of, I was in a room with her, okay? But I wasn't the only one. She didn't say this directly to me. But she said something that I really do stand by. And at times I wonder, is it a little manipulative? Like you guys comment below. But she basically said, if you get no for an answer, you're asking the wrong person. And so much of my career has been that. When I first started my channel, I came up with a series. It was called Beauty Busters. And at the time, I was in an MCN. So like one of those networks that basically takes your money and does nothing. I remember I was so nervous for that call, but I pitched myself to them and I was like, hey, I really want you guys to help me like produce this. I think it'd be super fun. For some reason, I felt like I needed their permission to do this. I told them about that. And I just remember on the call, people did not take me seriously. They basically like laughed in my face. This is not a great idea. You know, we would never really do this, like whatever. I remember I looked at that and I was like, what the hell? Like, what am I doing going to them? Let me just do this on my channel. And so I did. And that was where my first viral video came out of, Beauty Busters. Hello there and welcome to Beauty Busters, where we test out internet beauty to see if it's a poop, a whoop, or maybe baby. And I did that and I gave myself permission. You know, I was asking the wrong people. So much of what I've done in my career has also just been that. When I get a no, I'm really not asking the person in charge. I'm really not. There's always a way around it, if that makes sense. But that's why I asked myself, is that a little manipulative? I questioned that one, but it steered me right. Those are the two things I would tell my younger self. That's kind of cute. I had a lot of questions about Jupiter, like how old is he? How has having Jupiter made an impact in your life? Do you want another dog? Jupiter is gonna be 8 years old this coming May. It really does make me sad. It's gone by way too fast. Telling Dennis, I was like, oh my God, every moment that I look into Jupiter's eyes, like I'm happy. Like I find joy. He's my reason. He is. I love him. I love him with all my heart. He makes me so happy. He's just the most beautiful. Let me actually bring him in here real quick. Joopy. Joopy, come here, baby. Let's see if he comes. He only comes if I give him bread. Considered a senior dog now, which is really sad. I hate buying him senior dog food. I'm like, no, he's a puppy. Oh, he's coming. Hola, mi baby. Hola, mi amorcito. Look at that. Oh, look at that little white face. Oh, he's like, what did I come here for? There's no bread. Here's the hair. Here's the makeup. What do we think? What do we think? Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was fun. Honestly, I feel like I need to do more get ready with me's here and not just like short form content because this is like my little home. You know, YouTube has always been that for me. Thank you so much for just your constant love, for being my safe space. I really am sad that I did not get to answer all of those other questions. So if you'd like me to do a part 2 to this, give this video a thumbs up. That lets the algorithm know, hey, I really like this. If there's any other questions that you would like to ask. I feel like it's so conceited. That's what I've never liked about these videos. It's like, it's all about me. But I personally like watching them. So I don't know about you. If you like these videos, let me know down below. Stay tuned on all of the things happening for Offline Humans. We should have some stuff very soon. Fingers crossed. We have a new podcast for you every single Friday, baby, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Hanging out with me. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.